Fentanyl. What you need to know about the painkiller that became an epidemic? Hit play now to understand this complex and crucial story. Powerful relief. The medical origin of fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, an extremely potent type of medication primarily used for severe pain management. Its history begins in the 1960s, when it was synthesized by Belgian chemist Paul Janssen. The goal was to create a more effective analgesic than morphine, with a faster onset of action and a shorter duration. Fentanyl proved successful in this regard, being introduced into medical practice to relieve post-operative pain, severe chronic pain, and cancer-related pain. Its potency is about 50 to 100 times greater than morphine, requiring extremely cautious use under strict medical supervision. A double edge. From hospital to streets, the problem with fentanyl lies not in its proper medical use, but in its illegal production and distribution, leading to a public health crisis in various parts of the world. Illicit fentanyl is often manufactured in clandestine laboratories and sold as a street drug, frequently mixed with other substances like heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamine, without the user's knowledge of its presence or potency. This mixture exponentially increases the risk of overdose, as a minimal amount of fentanyl can be fatal, especially for those with no opioid tolerance. The tip of the iceberg. Overdoses and the opioid crisis. The spread of illicit fentanyl has been a major driver of the current opioid crisis. The number of fentanyl-related overdoses has dramatically increased, overwhelming healthcare systems and causing a devastating impact on families and communities. Fentanyl's potency means that even a small contamination in other drugs can lead to an overdose quickly, often without the victim realizing what's happening. The ease with which fentanyl can be illegally produced and its high profitability in the black market contribute to the persistence of this problem. Forms and hidden dangers. Beyond injection. Illicit fentanyl can be found in various forms, further increasing the danger. Besides being injected, it can be sold as a powder, in counterfeit pills that resemble other opioids, or even in stolen or fake transdermal patches. The deceptive appearance of these products leads unsuspecting users to consume fentanyl unknowingly, increasing the risk of severe consequences. The lack of regulation in illicit production also means that the purity and concentration of fentanyl can vary enormously. It's making each dose unpredictable and potentially lethal. The science behind the potency, how fentanyl acts in the body to understand the danger of fentanyl. It's important to know how it acts on the body. Like other opioids, fentanyl binds to opioid receptors in the brain, which are responsible for blocking pain perception. However, its high affinity for these receptors means it produces a much more intense analgesic effect, even at minimal doses. This same potent action also causes strong respiratory depression, meaning breathing becomes slower and shallower, potentially leading to respiratory arrest and death from lack of oxygen. A global scenario. Fentanyl beyond borders. While the fentanyl crisis is more widely publicized in some countries, such as the United States, the production and trafficking of this substance are a global problem. Clandestine laboratories in different parts of the world produce fentanyl and its analogs, which are then distributed through international criminal networks. The ease of transporting small amounts of fentanyl, due to its high potency, makes control and interception by authorities even more challenging. The battle against the epidemic, prevention, and awareness. Combating the fentanyl crisis requires a multifaceted approach, ranging from suppressing trafficking and illegal production to preventing misuse and treating addiction. Awareness about the dangers of fentanyl for both drug users and the general public is fundamental. It's crucial to inform about the risks of mixing substances, using drugs from unknown sources, and the ease with which an overdose can occur. Naloxone, a light in the darkness of overdose. Fortunately, there is an antidote to opioid overdose, including fentanyl, naloxone. This medication works by blocking opioid receptors in the brain, rapidly reversing the respiratory depression caused by the overdose. The availability of naloxone for first responders, healthcare professionals, and even the general public can make the difference between life and death in emergency situations. Naloxone distribution programs and training for its use are important tools in the fight against the crisis. Appeal for information. Knowledge saves lives. Fentanyl is a complex substance, the potential for both pain relief and harm and death. Understanding its origin, its effects, and the dangers associated with its illicit use is the first step in addressing this crisis. Accurate information and awareness are our greatest weapons in preventing overdoses and protecting public health. Share this video so more people understand the reality of fentanyl and the risks involved. Did you already know the story of fentanyl? What surprised you the most? Leave your comment and let's spread information together to save lives. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more important and relevant content.